Blog Talk Radio.
You are now tuned into the Power of the P presenting Love and
After
Hip
the
Hop.
show, it's the after party then. After the show, it's the after party then.
How could it be? Little me had the power to be the. How could it be? Little me had the power to be the. How could it be? Little me had the power to be the best beat in the league, yeah, inevitably. But could it be? Little me, you was heckling me. Now it's monotony when it regularly. I catch
The Power of the P.
Okay, welcome to the Power of the P presents Love and Hip Hop, the After Party. This is where the live conversation happens after the show. Week to week, you can tune into the Power of the P on Blog Talk Radio. We want to hear your thoughts and your opinions of the women of Love and Hip Hop. I am Princess, and joining me is my co-host team, Miss Socialite, Andre, and Lady L. I'm just like, hey guys, how are you doing tonight?
Wow. I'm falling out. Wow. Falling out on the floor, rolling.
Yeah.
That episode came on with a vengeance.
What?
I was like, wow. It is not pow, pow, pow. It is wow, wow, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I am
like,
sitting at the edge of I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna wheel it back because that wasn't really intense just now what I just watched. So we're just gonna take it from the top. Hold on, I got my little notes to start from the beginning. I know everybody want to get to the juicy part, but we just gotta we gotta go through the show tonight. Okay, so first off, the opening of the show. All right, Jim loses the engagement ring. I just want to know everybody's thoughts about that. Like, my opinion.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Sure.
All right, Al. I want because Al, you're the love expert, so I want to hear your thoughts. Like, so what is your opinion on the fact that Jim? How do you lose? You lose an engagement ring? Really?
No, you don't lose an engagement ring. Not accidentally. You lose it on purpose. Jim Jones is often very iced out. He often wears lots of jewelry. I'm sure he knows how to keep up with his jewelry.
Right.
He wanted to lose that. That was something that he wanted to lose.
Yeah. And then she had turned around and she asked him, she was like, are we doing the right thing by, replacing the ring? And, it's like, I feel like he's playing with her. Like, I feel
he
like,
is.
he has no intent to get married. I think that he is just kind of like, we just going to be the way we are. I like the way we are, and that's how I wanted to say.
Yeah, because it's freedom for him. It's
right.
freedom. He doesn't need to formalize anything. I mean, maybe the good news is that marriage is probably something he respects since he's not doing it, since he knows he's not ready for it.
Right.
So that's the good news, and she needs to be glad about that. You shouldn't be pushing someone into something that they're not prepared for or ready to do. I mean, we can understand her perspective as a woman, but the bottom line is, I mean, we said this last season. She needs to move on. I mean, she needs to either deal with knowing that they're not going to be married because that's not what he really wants, or she needs to move on. But to try to fit him into her plan is a recipe for disaster. It really is.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then she's like, you know what? She got her painkiller, and I'm like, I think she just needs to let go of the either accept the relationship as it is. If marriage is something that has been like your childhood dream, and it's something that you feel is going to be the thing that's going to make you complete, then you can't sacrifice your dream for someone else. But if you love him that much, I think she just really needs to realize that I don't think they're going to get married. I think he loves her. I do think he loves her because he definitely stands by her side.
What she needs to do? She needs to leave. Because I agree with you. I do think that he loves her, but I think she needs to leave and give him a taste of life without her so that that would get him ready.
I could dig that. Okay. So, all right. So there's a lot that happened. I just feel like I just got rushed with a lot of stuff. Okay. So then we see Emily. She is having a private conversation with her daughter. She's talking about the transition from, I guess, making the decision to move on from VAP. And like I thought it was a good conversation, honestly. I was kind of, rooting for her. Like, I'm happy to see her finally. She sounds like she has a lot more confidence than the first time, because, like, I felt like the first season she was like,
she had no backbone.
None at all. I felt like
she had no
And
backbone.
a very low self-esteem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could like feel her confidence emerging now. I don't feel it's fully there, but I feel that it's definitely taking a step in the right direction, because I was even listening back to when she was on the show with us. Like, her whole perspective, like her whole conversation was just like really timid, and and I was kind of like happy to hear her, and especially for her, in front of her daughter, to say, love is not enough. Sometimes love is just not enough, and
especially when you ain't getting love back.
Exactly.
I think she probably just honestly really saw herself on TV. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was saying, I think she just actually finally really saw herself. I think that this gave her a chance to really see what she looks like. Sometimes, like, behind, because she's driving a Bentley, you got everything. Your kids are taken care of, but you don't even really see what you look like. And it's like, is that enough? So finally, her in the whole world, because I know she made a statement like, I actually saw myself. Because you don't always see. I don't think she really saw it. You're living in that world. She's hustling, because she's not just sitting at home. She's a stylist. And I guess maybe she never really took the time to be like, wow, that's what I look like. That's what I'm going through.
Right.
Like,
She gets to kind of like, see herself, outside of herself. And so this, and she did say that to us when she was on the show. She said it was definitely a learning experience for her.
Yeah.
So, like, it is, honest, it's, these, I know a lot of people talk ish, like, all TV now is pretty much reality. But even the people that are, some of the people that are putting it out there, like, I feel like in this purpose, like, people are actually growing, hopefully. And I feel like Emily is at least one of the, like, good representations out of reality TV. Like, there's some hope. There could actually be some progress with.
I think tonight she was saying the right words, but I wasn't convinced that she was fully.
Really?
She was fully backing up those words. She's saying the right words.
It's a big step, though. But it's a big step. I feel like you're in that comfort zone where you're like, you're supported by this rapper, her baby daddy or whatever, and you step out on your own too, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go get my own apartment. I'm gonna release this, because this is not for me anymore. Like, that takes a lot of courage, especially when you've been involved in it for years. It's not like, okay, a few months, you've been dating, or a year or so. Like, you're talking about years. So to me, I am really proud of her. Like, I mean, she's not fully there, but I'm just really happy about the fact that she is just like, stepping out on her own. So that's that. Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving. Olivia. So her manager. Well, first of all, I didn't know she was still at home with her parents these past 2 years. That was Caps, I don't know, did anybody hear that?
I had no idea, but her new place is awesome.
It looks cute. She's
it's really cute.
Few checks, I forgot. I don't think she's being realistic about her goals, and as her manager.
And her career.
All right, everybody. All right, I just want to see. I can't show up Al. Is anybody want an Olivia album?
Okay, I was
okay.
Olivia fan back in the day. No, when she came out with Biz Sound, she was a shit.
Yeah.
Only thing I want to say is this: is this the same manager that she's had from the beginning?
I don't think so.
I'm inclined to think he might be the reason she ain't going where she might be. No disrespect to him, but if you ain't the problem and y'all a two-person team, then there's only one other problem.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what we say. Yeah, I mean, first of all, honestly, I loved I was gonna say winter. I mean December.
I supported and bought it off of iTunes.
Did I? I'm not good. I don't want to go to jail. So I just think I like. I think she's. I like. I was going to really say winter again. December. I like that record. It was good. I felt like it was released at the wrong time. Like it sounded good during the show, but I just felt like it was more of a winter record, and it came out in the summer. And I was like confused.
She was singing it during the summer. It was crazy. It was crazy in June. He had to sing December. It was crazy.
Yeah. I was just like, was that like a marketing trick? That was good work.
No.
I was just like, really, really, like, okay. So, I wasn't really in. I don't know. I need to hear something else. December was good. I just felt it was the wrong timing. Good record, wrong timing, like all wrong. Like, and I think we even see, like, I think on the Super trailer that that they're, they actually say that it didn't get a lot of spins as she would have hoped. And I feel like she's not being realistic about her goals, like as her manager is pointing out. He's like, shit, bitch, you just got to get in the door. Let's get in the door. You're talking about a half a mil. Like, let's get in the door. Like, you need followers. And I think that she needs to, like, take heed. I think on some level he is trying to guide her, but on another level she is on her, diva-ish. And I think time is ticking, girl. There's a lot of young girls out here, okay? You listen to X Factor, Rachel Crow. Anyway, I'm just saying. So then, all right, so Chrissy and Yandy in the car going to Atlantic City. Now, Chrissy was trying to keep an open mind about this whole. Is it me? I was like, isn't it kind of weird that her and Kimbella never crossed paths?
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
I think there's a lot more background.
Okay, what's the timeline of her and Jules Santana's relationship? Like, that's the part of, she's saying she was with Fab 3 years ago. What's this timeline?
But I think she was also with Santana 3 years ago.
Yeah, because her son
is because how old is their kid?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna save that comment for when we get there. I think there's a lot more background to why Chrissy and her never met prior to this show, and I think we're gonna hear that later as people are doing press and things like that. I really don't see how, because listen, the music industry is really a pea size. People think it's like this huge machine. It's really tiny. You'd be surprised how many people you'll be like, oh, and so-and-so. That's why you have to be very careful, especially you ladies trying to think you're gonna sleep to the top. They all know. They all know your name. They all know what you do, what trick you turn, whatever. So just saying for the record. Anyway, I think that is not a coincidence. That was a little suspect to me, just personally. And how are we feeling about Yandy? Like, anybody going team Yandy yet, or are we still still out, still deliberating?
I don't trust her.
Yeah, she just seemed like she has that phony industry. Hey girl, hey boo boo, what's going on? Like, and then when you leave, you're like, fuck that bitch. I don't even like that bitch. Like she has that. That's what I was getting. Like that's what I was getting from her. So I kind of agree with you on that one. And then so then we gonna fast forward. Then we're talking. All right, Samaya. We go to Samaya meeting with her investor. Did he look mad for real, like he was about to like pull the gun under the table, like where my money at? Like
yeah.
Like I think Samaya and Maurice are just a bad team. Like I don't know, maybe Samaya likes it because I think she's able to run him. I feel like I don't know, like because I felt like he doesn't, for a manager, I wouldn't walk away from that conversation feeling confident. Like, she was like, I wish Maurice would shut up and let me do my thing. But then that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to. You're not supposed to speak. That's why you have a manager. That there's supposed to be that filter between you and the outside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here to myself like, well, if you want him to shut up, then what is he supposed to do? Then he's not a manager. He's more like your assistant, right?
Well, she felt like he wasn't saying the right things because he kept pushing the brand of tequila, and the investor, his name was Barry. Barry kept talking about
his money.
The music. What's going on with the music? He was like, put all that aside. I'm investing in her as a singer. What's going on with the music? So it seems like Samaya just was mad at her agent or manager because he kept, he kept highlighting the wrong things. And so I guess she got, a sense of that and said, well, you know what? We're going to do this showcase.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
that's what it was. She just felt like he wasn't like reading, he wasn't reading Barry the right way. Barry kept saying, what about music? What about music? And he's talking about other things.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I was just, she did come in for the save, but I just felt like that whole meeting was unorganized. Like, if you knew, like, first of all, obviously you know why he cut the check. So you should come already prepared with your bullet points, like, this is the status of the music, this is where we're going, this is the plan moving forward. We may have moved from our projected, return date, and now we're looking at such and such. Like, because if you're not coming to me like that about my money, we got a problem. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, like, and by the time Samaya jumped in and actually said something, he was, like, already flustered. And, like, at this point, it's like, all right, like, now I'm kind of losing confidence in this little team right now. So,
Did you happen to catch toward the end when they were showing clips from next week from the showcase, Samaya showcase, that her pants, I guess she had busted out of her pants on stage while she was singing?
That's
my
next point. Did you pick up the fact that Emily and Samaya took up on our advice from the last show when we had suggested that Emily styled Samaya? So I'm happy that
like if she did that, that's now a problem if she's busting out of her pants on stage at her own showcase.
Yeah, I don't know about.
But we talked about Emily and her. We have our inside connection,
right?
At BEC, and we talked about when Emily styled from 106 in Park, and it was a hot mess, and they had to redo the photo shoot because it was a hot mess. Okay, so I don't know about Emily with this whole career as a stylist. I think she says that. But I don't know how actually valid it is. I don't know who she's styling.
We need to look at Emily's lookbook. Emily, we need like an online lookbook so that way we can.
Right.
We can
see
what's really going on. What's really going on?
Yeah, because our inside source said you're whack. That's what our inside source says.
Oh boy. All right, so then we got so then who else? So we have Samaya, and then where there's a lot, so much that this right here, Mama Jones.
Oh boy.
Mama Jones.
Crack is right.
Wait, first of all, but Mama Jones, you rapping now? Like, you rapping? Mike, check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, all right. I love Mama Jones. Okay, I love Mama Jones because she's just like I loved her ever since she was like, my money funny, so we gonna spend her money. Like I love Mama Jones. Okay, but I feel where she's coming from, though, is feeling disrespected on some level, because I do feel like at some points Chrissy does get a little bit out of line. She is your elder, no matter how you feel. She is your elder. Like, you may not agree with everything she has to say. You speak your piece in a way that's respectful, but you keep it moving. Like, at the point where you got to curse at her, I think it's going too far. My opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then, I feel like Mama Jones kind of stepped up. Like, this record's a bit much. Like, you can't do, like, this is the person your son is with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may say that to him behind his back or whatever. Not behind his back, but to him, like, fine. But a record on World Star Hip Hop, really?
Did you see her dropping it like it was hot though? Did you see all of that?
But did you see her in the poom short?
Is it like we really need that, Mama Jones?
I'm like,
put them in the eyes blue please don't make my eyes bleed, Mama Jones.
Hold on real quick. I see somebody in they got their hands out. I want to ask one of you how they feel about Mama Jones. The power of the P who's speaking. Hello?
Am I on?
Yes, you're on live.
Hi.
Hi. Who's speaking?
Fo.
Hi, Fo.
How you doing?
Good.
I just wanted to say hi. I watched tonight.
Okay.
And I want to say that I like Mama Jones' video. I was cracking up. I'm sorry. And I'm mad that Chrissy missed that kick.
Oh, okay. All right, you're speeding. We didn't get there yet. But thank you for calling, phone.
Hi.
All right. So some people are feeling the Mama Jones record. Okay, I don't know. I don't know about Mama Jones on that record.
Hot ass mess.
Yes, it is. It was very hood. It was very hood of Mama Jones. It was. Okay. So, all right, Christy's first impression of Kimbella. Kimbella walks in. First of all, I agree with the entire room. Jean panties, like, to a jewelry party, like, where did you think you were going? To King of Diamonds? Like, I was just like, BBM, like, I was like, oh, I have BBM no more. Anyway, just side stare. I'm like, see my phone. I was just like, really? Like, that's what you wear to, like, chill with a bunch of chicks? Like, for real, though, like, like, your booty cheeks is hanging out. Like, there's nobody here to catch. Like, what you doing? Like, did anybody, are we all on the same page about that? Anybody else feel
Definitely.
Or Miss Socialite, will you be busting out some jean panties to the next Power to P function that we have?
I mean, it depends on who's going to be there. I'm saying.
Like, it's supposed to be like
I'm not
business.
trying to be single the whole cupping season. I'm not giving me a little attention.
Okay, press 1 if you want to sound off on the Power of the P and join in on our conversation about this hot, cold mess that's happening on Love and Hip Hop tonight. Okay, so then next. Okay, so now Kimbella pulls Yanni to the side, and she's like, saying like, oh, I need to tell, she tells her, like, lets her in on this secret that she, had this relationship with Fab. First of all, is it a relationship or were they fucking? Because I think she's confused because I don't think they had a relationship. I
don't think he didn't have a relationship with Emily. He doesn't have he's not the relationship guy.
Right. I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna ask them the callers what they felt about this situation with Kimbella. Hello, the Power to P, who's speaking?
Hi, it's Irene.
Hi, how are you, Irene?
I'm good.
So how are you feeling about this whole Kimbella feeling the need to pull Yanni to the side and tell about this relationship with Fab?
Okay, I understand her intentions.
Like, she was like, hold on, I gotta get like a drink or something for it.
It's funny because I do have one. Okay, I understand, but you know what? She had to say it at that time because if she would have waited later on, let's say throughout the season, they would have confronted her about that. They'd have been like, well, why you didn't say something the first time we met? Oh, you a fake broad.
Right.
And I think Chrissy should have just not said anything because it wasn't even Chrissy's place to say anything.
Okay. Thank you, Irene, right?
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so
that was a situation that should have gone with her to her grave. I am sorry. That was a take it to your grave moment. And that made no sense. That made no sense for her to reveal that.
Yeah, it was no reason for her to get her ass beat like that.
I think it was messy because she knows she ain't having. I dated him 3 years ago. Really, cut it out. It wasn't even that kind of situation, in my personal opinion. And I too agree with you, Lady L. I would have took that to the grave.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I mean, listen. First, I get where she, like, cause her thing was, how she give it up is that she want to keep it 100, keep it real, whatever.
Nah.
But listen, you look like you about $120 wet. Yeah. Chrissy look like you just. Even Emily, even if I didn't know her as a punk or whatever. Not just saying she's a punk, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just, I wouldn't have. I get where she's coming from, but then I don't. You should have took it to your grave, Kimbella. She should have.
You take that to your grave. But did you check out? This was my favorite part because this is a totally Lady L move. Right. Did you notice when she said what she said? Samaya got up and walked.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute, hold on. 1 second, because they cut from that. They cut after the conversation, or
that was the funniest thing. Samaya got up just quietly, like, shit, I ain't going to be.
Wait, did somebody give her a heads up?
Across the room,
yes,
and sat down.
On Team Chrissy's side.
On Team Chrissy's side. She sat down, I think, right next to Chrissy.
Yeah,
she was just that's a Lady L move. Because I'm not staying in the line of fire. I'm
not going to help you.
I'm getting out. I probably would have walked out the door. That's what I would have done.
Really?
But I love that.
Wow. That was a real slick move. It was. I was like, wait a minute, is she getting up? Is she walking? And she was really polite.
She was like,
but did you peek?
I'm getting caught up in this.
And Emily was sipping on her wine. Emily was one.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like, for me personally, from the moment she said, I was with Fab 3 years ago, and I told her I was pregnant 3 years ago. Immediately thereafter, a punch to her face would have it hurt. Okay, so
she wouldn't have finished that sentence.
Yeah, it just because
she would not have finished that sentence.
Yeah, because it's disrespectful. Like, don't disrespect me. Like, don't do that. Like, honestly, we could have. If it was so serious, you could have pulled me to the side. But at the end of the day, and I do agree, yes, if she would have said it to her on the side, then it would have been some backlash. But then it would have been really extra on anybody else's part that would have said something or did anything because it's not their business. You took it to business.
And that's why I think Chrissy did what she did, because she did it that way. Okay, you want to confess, you want to get something off your chest. But how are you saying something about this woman's life? And she wants all us in this.
Right.
And that's what I think incensed Chrissy, and I really understand that. Like, you handling this like a kid. You know, like you're 13 years old. You need to be shown what a woman is. So I can't be mad at Chrissy. I really can't be mad at Chrissy for doing what she did.
So did anybody catch this? Because I kind of I logged right on as soon as so what's happening? Did anybody catch what's happening? It's supposed to be happening next week. Did we see the finish of Kimbella getting her ass whooped?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay. She pulled Pussy's tracks out. Somebody picked Pussy's tracks up off the ground.
And then Andre, what they gonna do? What they should do?
They need to pick up Andre for a touch-up.
They go Andre for a touch-up.
Yup. And need to go see Andre.
Okay.
It was apart initially, and then Chrissy got up and kind of just in her, real cool way was like, "Excuse me," and then she started mollywhopping. She got to mollywhopping. And knocked her on the floor. I mean, she just punched her in the face, and she fell on the floor. A chick fell on the floor, and she was on her back like a rope.
But you didn't hear her say, she was like, something bitch. And I was just like, she's beating her like her child. Like, she's beating her.
Yeah, she was. She really was. That's exactly what she was. She said, you ain't handling yourself like a woman.
Look,
you're being a kid.
When I get off air, it's gonna be Chrissy at Chrissy Lampkin showed at Kimbella's World or whatever her Twitter is. You gonna learn today, Kevin Hart.
All right. I'ma learn you. Okay. I'ma learn you.
All right. Okay. And I also want to give a shout out to the producer, breaking it up with her hair wet. Like, that was really dope.
That was Stephanie?
Yes.
Yes. I was wondering who that was. Okay.
Yes, so, shout out to Steph, breaking up fights and stuff. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really psyched for this season.
Yeah, it started off with a bang.
Yeah, it did. Started off with a bang, and, you know, it's about that time. So I want to thank everyone for listening to the show, those that are in the chat room and those that are online. I want to give a shout-out to Mona Me Entertainment. That's Mona Scott. Give a shout-out to Stephanie, breaking up fights with TV. You know, make sure you follow us.
Can I just say something really quickly?
Hold on
I don't
a
want to
second.
cut you off.
Wait a minute. You are. I'm doing my little script right now.
I'm sorry. I just noticed something. That's all.
What's up?
That outfit that Samaya had on in the wine store, she should have wore that to her appearance. That is all.
Yeah, that was a cute little dress.
Okay.
But I didn't like the way Emily looked.
Okay, well, make sure you tweet her. Let's tweet her and say that to her.
Yeah, her butt looked ginormous.
Okay, so anyway, we'll be back next week, and make sure you follow us on Twitter at The Power of the P. Make sure you hit me up at The Power of the P Press. Also, make sure you check out Lady L's GhostStarMagazine.com.
Ow.
And make sure you follow Miss Socialite on Twitter at IamAlthema. And then make sure you hit up Andre. Did you get your iPhone yet?
Not yet.
You're still on BlackBerry. Make sure you hit him up on Facebook at Andre Smith. And make sure you have your eyes and your DVR set every Monday night on VH1's Love and Hip Hop Season 2 at 9 p.m. And remember to join us for the live after party at 10 p.m. right after the show. And on that note, as usual, wait a minute. Let me get because this one is for the Jones family. As soon as I find it in my records and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So all my ladies say, ow. But it's all good. Good night.
And then this one time, I tried to talk to him, and these other girls, they totally got in my way. Can you believe that? Their shoes weren't even as expensive as mine.
Fly boy lifestyle. You heard me? Milk crate. Dripping from my head to my feet. Splash. Everything new. You heard me? If it's vintage, it's new. Real nigga shit. You heard me? Catch me in Soho getting stupid fly. Or catch me uptown getting super fly. You heard me? Or catch me just riding my coupe is fly. The beast, trendsetter, never been better. Yeah, I love my bands, but the band better. Killing half you niggas, it's a vendetta. She saw the car when your girl start getting wetter. And she was hot, but I didn't sweat her. Cause I'm way too cool, you could get a sweater. I'm in the club with a $2,000 lever. And they say birds of a feather flock together. So you and you get in and drop together. It was cool outside, not the hottest weather. But a nigga still stunted, dropped it on them heifers. And we pullin' to the telly, knocking salt and pepper. Everybody jump.
Impress, we at the top. Funky fresh, impress, we at the top. Funky fresh, impress, ready to party.
Everybody Jones, everybody Jones.
Like, oh my God. You guys, isn't that like Jim Jones? He is totally amazing. Do you know how he did that song? Like, what's it called? Popping Champagne?
I got more kicks than Jack Chan. In the face of my watch look like black sand. And I used to sell smack like a backhand. And I see through you niggas like a CAT scan. And pockets getting fat like a lap band. They say I'm a rock star, it's like the Gap band. There's new whips I'm pulling to the nightclub. I got them Jordan number 6 out of Flight Club. Sway ceiling seats all piped up. And we ain't leave the club until the lights up. Every day I stay splashy like it's Easter. That's why they say I'm something like a fashionista. Roll some, burn some, pass the reefer. I turn this shit black and yellow tape, knock a leafer. I'm so fly, tell me where I'm landing. I hope it's somewhere hot, nigga, where we tanning.
Funky fresh, impress, we at the top. Funky fresh, impress, we at the top. Funky fresh, impress, ready to party.
Everybody Jones, everybody
Jim Jones was gonna fucking talk to me. I want to give him his own hashtag or something, like Jim Jones problems. Like, I can't do that.
Everybody Jones. They say diamonds are a girl's best friend. BFF. Well, I don't want the girl, I got a best friend. Hey, baby. She all around my neck, I'm talking precious gems. I caught a body in my Rari, they arrested gem. Bitch breathe like carbon monoxide. I was speeding, had the car looking lopsided. I told her come take a walk on the dark side. I'm from New York where the motherfucking sparks fly. My niggas sell drugs, all the cars fly. My black and white stones like apartheid. It's unanimous, them bitches still love a thug. No ceiling, no scene with stars up above. I said, girl, I'm trying to cut like a laceration. Body right, I'm having all type of fascination. She got a nigga talking nasty on the mobile phone. I hopped out looking splashy in my Kobe phone. Brand new athletic feet wear. Brand new car, shit, we get them each year. I paved stones in my watch like the driveway. And I've been prone to the cops like the highway. She had the ass shaking like aftershock. And I kept the weed low as I passed the cops. But the music so loud, we